We traveled to Paris. Being from upstate New York and from a relatively rural part of upstate New York, whenever we go to a large city, we always have our expectations set in advance. One of those is we don't do public transportation very well. We just don't practice getting on the subway, finding a bus, and doing the things that people normally do in the city. Let alone the language difference. That's not the biggest cultural shock for us. It's getting to navigate our way around the city. So Paris is apparently laid out in kind of a spiral of neighborhoods, starting like at the center and then kind of spiraling outward. And we were about midway out in a relatively nice neighborhood. What we do is we use the hop-on, hop-off buses whenever we visit a large major city. That way we can get to all of the major tourist spots because that's where they stop. And we don't have to worry about getting cabs from point to point. We just hop back on the bus and continue around until we get back to where we started. So that's our favorite way of exploring large cities now. We have the usual problems with navigating the subway, for example. We tried to get in the exit, and we stood there for 10 minutes trying to figure out, what wasn't working until somebody came along and rescued us and pointed to the right entrance and stuff like that. We just build that into our expectations. We know we don't know what we're doing, and it just becomes part of the entertainment. So another pointer is that we've also learned to book a place, an accommodation, relatively near to a subway station. We know that our first thing we're going to do is hop on a subway to go wherever we're going, even if it's to get to the, hop on, hop off bus stop. We usually have to take a subway first. So we've learned to book accommodations with respect to how close they are to a subway station. And then the other thing we look for is a relatively nice neighborhood where we would feel comfortable about going outside of where we're staying and sitting down outside at a restaurant or looking around at the shops in the neighborhood. So with that, we can navigate large cities pretty successfully, and that's how we like to travel.